Dear students, very good evening everyone. So today we shall have this class strategic management. So this skill is very important for any management students, and particularly it is not only for management students but for any professional. So first, talking about a strategic management, we should know what is strategic management. So this strategic thoughts sharpens one's mind so that he can solve the problem and as well as break the problems, because in our life we will be facing a lot of issues. Only if we are able to think beyond certain steps we will be able to solve those issues. So as far as strategic thinking is being concerned, it enables not only a businessman but also an ordinary human being to solve his day-to-day issues. So first and foremost, one main important point about strategic management skill is it enables a person to connect all the odd dots. So previously we could have seen about connecting 9 dots without taking our hands, whereby thinking outside the box. Just like that, strategic management will also enable a person to think something beyond certain level. It focuses on things to plan for where to be after 3, 4, 5 years. First and foremost, strategic management. What is this skill? Is it inborn? Definitely not. So no person in this world is inborn with such kind of skill. He has to update, he has to experience. As the days pass, weeks lapse, months wait, years vanish in his life, he will be able to come across different issues, different people, different environment, living in different society. That will enable a person to experience a lot of issues. That issue will make him to solve problems. And if he is able to come up with so many things, he can even break up those issues. He can even think beyond about those problems so that it doesn't strike it. Next, coming up with strategic management, is it a daydream? What is something associated with daydream and then strategic management? So some people, what happens, they used to live on a world like a mirage, which is not in their part. They used to think something which is not real. We need to think something what is going to be after 5 years. That is what is strategic thinking. If you want to shine in your business, you need to focus upon things what is going to be after 5 years. So dream in the sense, what can be put into action, what can be put into reality, what can be put you into success. So that is what is a real dream. So I can say so many things. So very first thing is, for strategic thinking, is question the question. It starts from the school. So I always used to insist my students to question during the class sessions, at the end of the class session, at the mid of the class session. But most of the time doesn't do it. The same sort of habit, the same thing, it continues even when they come and join in any organization. They never question anybody else. Whether it is going to be his boss or whether it is going to be his colleague or whatever it is. He is very much scared about whether he will lose his job. That will fade his progress. That will fade his career. That will fade his entire life. You have to question when it is going to be a wrong, whether it is the pros and cons of anything else. It has to be questioned. Unless and until you question, you cannot update yourself as far as strategic thinking is being concerned. When you think upon the ancient period, this strategic thinking you can just combine with chess. As soon as I link this with chess, I remember only with Napoleon. Napoleon is well known for strategic thinking. You can even connect him with a lot of business tactics which he has applied for the war. So as far as he is being concerned, he has applied a lot of strategic skills. He has won so many wars and he has been imprisoned for a while, and then again he escaped, again he conquered, and again he was put in jail. At last in Helena Island, the fate came. What I said, daydream. He was living in a dream world. He lost all his strategic thinking. He was even afraid of the cat. A person who was such a kind of amazing personality with a lot of strategic thinking skills was scared seeing a cat. A friend of Napoleon presented him a small chessboard so that he can come out of his stress and other things. But this daydream, what he was living, that made him to suppress his strategic thinking skills. When he was over, when he left us after around 50, 100 years, it was sold to a person and he came to know that there was a blueprint which was hidden in the chess. Without knowing that, Napoleon gave up his life. So, my dear students, don't have this habit of daydream. Think about the reality. Think about the world where you have to be after 5 years. That will enable you to shine in your career. Similarly, take for business also, as far as conglomerate Tata is being concerned, they introduced a four-wheeler just for 1 lakh, which has made a complete miracle in the Indian society. Even people who were in the middle class and lower class were able to purchase a car. Take upon Lincoln on the other hand, he was able to stop that civil war. That's strategic thinking. He could have waged a war, but he didn't. Just with one word, the government is for of the people, and by the people. These words has made the people to put a full stop for that civil war. So this is what is strategic thinking. It is not only that going towards success, it is also how you enable things to happen. So as far as today's class is being concerned, this is what. Do you have any questions? Thank you.